So this is the Dagger Kayak Vanguard. So what is the Dagger Vanguard? Well, the Vanguard is going to be Dagger's second long boat, which is a long kind of racing boat, but not just for racing. I think they wanted a boat that would be more kind of for the long boat for everyone. This is one where it'd be great for workouts, attainments, downriver. If you just want to get out and have a nice, fast, flowy day. A lot of people, they might only paddle long boats here and there. They don't paddle them all the time, so they don't want something that feels like it's a true longboat that might piton on everything. Well, with this thing, with that amount of rocker, you're probably not going to piton much with it, and it will just blast over everything. Specs on this thing, we're looking at right at 12 feet, and by the way, I did measure it, so I know it's right at 12 feet. It's 25 inches wide at its widest point right here. Boat weight comes in at 60.5 is what Dagger has on their website, is fully built out. And the volume is 104 gallons of volume. That's a lot of volume. And the cockpit is the standard Dagger, you know, large size 3419 cockpit sizing. And the paddler recommended weight is down to 120 to as high as 280, which after paddling this is pretty fair. I think someone very light or someone very heavy can paddle this. If you can fit in it, you could probably paddle this. Rocker, so check this out. This is what was interesting on it. Stern rocker, you're looking at a little under 9 inches of stern rocker, maybe around about 8.5 to 9 inches of stern rocker. And then the bow rocker came in at a whopping 18 inches of bow rocker, which is higher than any other boat I've ever measured, by the way. And this is the vapor color, and at the time of this video, this is only available in vapor and red. So you got it in Dagger red or this vapor kind of blue, yellowish green mix. And it's going to retail at $16.49. So starting back here at the stern, check it out. Rubberized drain plug, really nice, has a drainage out right here. Drain plug's located in a good spot, easily to get to. Dagger's grab handles, nothing new here, super strong, braking strength into the thousands of pounds, into molded in inserts with security bolts. Those are not just Allen heads. A button here and a button here. Look at those. They doubled up on the buttons because of the length of the stern, and what those two buttons do is help hold the stern. It goes into a metal bracket that's glued into the stern wall, so that way that stern pillar won't flip over in event of a pin or something. Check this graphic out. It's actually designed with like broken points in it, which is smart. It's almost like designing defects in your graphic, so when you have a chip graphic, you can't really tell it, but that's what they did. And the Vanguard means that it's a military formation, the Vanguard unit or the advancing military formation. It's like advancing forces forward to secure enemy ground for the main force to come through. So the Vanguard unit would be the first on the scene to clear the way for the rest of the troops. And that's what these arrows mean, is an advancing troop forward. And you can also see the V for Vanguard built in there, and the V for Vanguard built in there. Really cool graphic, really well thought out. I really like the name, I like the graphic. Good job on Dagger for that graphic. Deep well right here, a lot of volume back here. So it's 104 gallons of volume, and a lot of that volume's in the tail. When you're lifting this thing is, one thing that both me and Matt were realizing when we were carrying it, it's very stern heavy, and there's a lot of plastic behind you, and I think that's what adds that extra weight behind you. So it's kind of heavy in the stern. Contour Ergo outfitting, I'll kind of breeze through this real quick. Adjustable right here, you loosen those screws up, knock a bracket down on each side. You can go forward or back a few inches. Adjustable thigh braces, you take this bolt all the way out, loosen these two, and you'll kind of move it forward and back so you can adjust the thigh braces. Back band, really nice back band, easy to access the stern deck because this boat would be used as an overnighter. I do like seeing that you can access that. Adjustable hip pads, Dagger has some of the best hip pads in the game. I'll always argue that, really good hip pads. Adjustable leg lifter here, step out pillar with adjustable bulkhead with toe cups. You can move the toe cups up and down for added safety. You know, Dagger safety is always top notch, so love the Contour Ergo. It's like paddling in a recliner. It's so comfortable to paddle this boat. Another big security bar up here in front of you, and a security bar here. Big, huge Dagger Team D logo. That they used to call that the Team D logo. Now it's just a big Dagger logo. The rocker starts about right here where the width is, and it starts tapering up super fast, and it comes down to a, you know, looks like about a 6-inch point right here at the end, and then starts widening up. It doesn't get wide till about right here. So yeah, there you go. That's the overall deck and the outfitting and the specs. Let's roll it over and let's check the hull for y'all. So let's do that now. I've got my trusted ruler here, flat throughout this whole entire hull. Let me line this up right here. Look at that center. So you can see how flat that center is all the way through. Rail doesn't engage until about where I was showing you where the width starts. Right in front of where that Dagger logo starts, you'll start seeing a transition from a flat area to a kind of this displacement type. If you can see that, that's a very displacement type hull, and then it turns into an edge. That edge starts running and it gets progressive. You could see it getting stronger, which I paddle this boat, so that makes total sense to me, that edge starts here and then it really starts engaging right here. So about right here, I'm under the seat, and you can see how flat this area is right here and how edgy this is. That is a very aggressive rail. It comes down and it curls up. So it has a very hard chine on it that drops down and then kicks up. So this boat will be very good in grabbing water and turning, which is exactly what I experienced. When you want to turn a 12-foot kayak that turns as easy as this is absolutely amazing, because I was shocked on how fast this thing could turn into eddies and then whip and get back on line. This is kind of similar. I know it sounds shocking, but it kind of looks like a little bit like the Supernova hull. The way the Supernova has this edge, just like that. And you see how this Supernova hull is? Look at this Supernova, the way it kind of comes down. Does that not look familiar? They almost kind of took this Supernova hull, which is very aggressive, very edgy, and then stretched it out into a 12-foot package when you look at that. So yeah, there's that. The Dagger logo with the V, and then the Vanguard logo with the arrows going right there, molded into the hull. So that's cool that they did that, like textured in. It's not molded in, it's textured in. So yeah, then you can see where that rocker starts. That rocker starts way up here, probably about 3 feet up is where the rocker starts, and that rocker gets extremely aggressive, especially from about, and you can actually see where the scratches are where I paddled it. Look where the scratches are where I paddled this. The scratches actually start here, and look how much still bow there's still left from where the scratches start. Isn't that crazy? Dagger definitely won the high rockered boats of the year, that's for sure. That looks off a little bit. Whoever did this stamp in here, it's off by maybe a few mil up that way to that way. It makes it's more level. I'd like to see it more in line personally, but you know what? That's nitpicking. I know this boat's been out for around about 2, maybe 3 months now. So y'all leave in the comments below if you've paddled it and what you think about it. And I will be comparing this to, you know what, the 12R. So I will do a 12R comparison, and I will do a speed comparison to the 12R. Coming soon, I will have both of those videos uploaded, but right now I want to do a quick walkthrough. So if you haven't tried one out, you should go try one out if you get a chance to demo, because I think you're going to be surprised on how easy this boat paddles. I was so shocked on how quickly I could whip this boat around. Kind of paddle like a creek boat in a lot of ways. So yeah, thanks a lot everybody. Thanks for watching, and let's go paddling. Let's get out of here. Woo!